Welcome back to my channel, California Garden Goddess. I'm your host, Anna, and today we're going to be showing you how to create your own edible garden, including edible flowers and strawberries. My garden is in zone 10A, and my aim is to help everybody grow a garden of their own. I created these edible gardens about 2 months ago, and I've already had several harvests off of them. Today I'm going to show you exactly how I created these edible gardens and how you can bring the beauty of herbs, strawberries, and edible flowers to your garden. So first we're going to start with our strawberry bowl. I'm planting the Sequoia, Chandler, the Strawberry Yellow Wonder Wild, and Honeoye strawberries. Now these strawberries are a mix of different kinds, but as you can tell, I show you everything that you need to use for your strawberry basket. I use that sunshine mix, and actually my local Home Depot has run out of it, so I don't have any more of that. But the other stuff that I'm putting into the bowl right now are the vermicompost or worm castings from my first foray into vermicomposting. It's going very well, and as you can tell from the video, this really worked well for these strawberries. Now, strawberries, they like to have pretty rich soil, but they only want a moderate amount of water. So before I plant them, what I'm doing is I'm clipping off all of the little strawberries and little flowers, that kind of thing, because this was back in March, so it was actually really early for strawberries, and they would not have really been that sweet anyway. So I picked everything off because I wanted the roots to develop first and to put lots of energy into that. So once I place the strawberries, now I'm filling and backfilling with potting soil, potting mix. And then as you can tell, it's actually a pretty easy process. This doesn't really take me that much time. But once you've filled in, make sure that you press down, make sure that you eliminate any air pockets. Then I'm going to go ahead and take my berry tone fertilizer and go ahead and fertilize my strawberry basket. So yeah, pretty easy, pretty explanatory. And then I put straw on top. This is the first time I've used straw, and I love it because it keeps the pill bugs away, and it works really, really well. I think it looks pretty nice too, and just keeps everything all mulched, and it's been doing great for me so far. This is after I planted it. And next I'm going to show you the salad and herb bowl that we'll be planting. So pretty much all of those items could be used in a salad. Now I'm using the Calendula Bronze Beauty. I'm also using the lettuce, which is the Marvel of Four Seasons. I'm using a creeping thyme, another one of those Yellow Wonder Wild strawberries, and then a Honeoye strawberry. So it's pretty much the same procedure. Put in half potting mix, and then I added the half vermicompost, and then just add some more potting soil. But yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit more about that yellow strawberry Wonder Wild. I got these seeds from Baker Seeds or rareseeds.com, and I gotta tell you, I'm really excited to try my first fruit. I planted these back in like October, and so they take quite a while, but they're pretty easy to grow from seed. And I have, I think, 2 or 3 plants of those now. So those are really, really cool. And yeah, I'm just showing you how I backfill with these guys too. Backfill with lots of potting soil, potting mix. And then I wound up using the tomato, just kind of like a general fertilizer. Now, knowing what I do, I actually would have used more of the berry tone to get more flowers and to get more of the berry fruit. So because that's actually what it mainly focuses on. Yeah, so it's pretty good stuff. And yeah, that's exactly what the strawberry basket looked at the end of planting, and then the salad bowl right after planting. So yeah, pretty good stuff. Winston likes to help. So this is after 1 month I had my first strawberry. So of course I had to pick it and eat it, and it was absolutely delicious. Now, this first one, I don't know if I got the name, but I believe that was from the Chandler strawberry. Those are early, mid-June bearing strawberries. Very, very juicy, as you can see. It was delicious. I really love these strawberries. All right, guys, thank you for staying tuned. Now, it's been about 2 months since we planted our edible bowls, and today we're going to do some maintenance and also reset this bowl because, as you can tell, our lettuce has now bolted. It's time to replace it with something else for summer. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is trim back the calendula. Now I'm actually going to take it back quite a bit because I've noticed that it's developing a little bit of powdery mildew. So I'm going to collect some of the flowers for a bouquet or for my own purposes, maybe a salve, and just prune this all back. I'm also picking off a lot of the dead leaves or grooming the plant. My mom used to call picking out the plants. But that was because she would sell them. All right, I'm very excited because we have a nice, beautiful little strawberry here. I'm going to go ahead and pick that. Now it looks a little funny, Chandler. This is the Chandler strawberry, but this one looks fine. So I think this one's just a little bit weird. Might have not been pollinated all the way, but let's see how it tastes. So sweet. Delicious. There's nothing sweeter than homegrown strawberries. What a drop. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take out this old lettuce plant. Actually, I'm going to move these again so you can see better. Okay, so this is bolted. I could save the seeds from this, but I have plenty of other lettuce that's bolted, unfortunately. Now, you could cut this off at the base and just kill it that way, but I need to make room for my basil anyway, so I'm going to pull aside my mulch here. Sorry for all the rustling. Okay, so pull aside the mulch, and I'm just going to pop this lettuce in here. Boom, done. Okay, and then now I'm going to replace the lettuce with this Dark Opal basil. Now, I got this at the Cal Poly Pomona Farm Store. So I'm going to give them a shout out. They have amazing plants for sale right now. The basil is just phenomenal. I'm going to show you all the things I'm going to be doing with basil later, but I'm going to be planting some that I just got at the farm store. But anyway, there's so much green in this bowl. I really wanted to balance it out with this bit of red or purple. We had the red lettuce, so now we'll just replace it with the red basil. Why not? So I'm just going to dig a nice little hole right here. Just making sure that there's enough room for the roots. Kind of scratching away at the other roots. That's fine. All right. Okay, good. These are not root bound at all. Perfect. Just pop it right in there. Oh, I think I snapped something off. Oh, hopefully not. You gotta be careful. Sometimes you can snap them. Okay, so I'm just gonna set the soil around. And boom, look, we reset that. Now this basil will come in nicely, and I'm probably going to do some propagation of basil. So I'm going to show you that in a different video, how we do basil propagation, because I love basil and I'm using it instead of lettuce for my salads this year. So I'm really excited for that. Okay, so now that we've planted our new basil, I'm going to give everything a shot of this berry tone fertilizer. So this is, this is something that, because I'm more focused on the strawberries in here than anything else, that's why I'm giving both of them the berry tone. So this one, and this container, I don't know if you recall, I just want to remind you, but this is the creeping thyme that I also gotten from Cal Poly Pomona. Look how beautiful that is. It's really doing great. The calendula, that was the, oh, I'm forgetting. I'm going to look up that name and I'll get that, I'll pop that up for you. But I think it's Bronze Beauty. I'm going to double check. But I know it's the one from Floret. So yeah, I think it's Bronze Beauty. But these I'm really excited about. I haven't had any yet, but there you can see the little tiny flowers. So this is the wild strawberry, and a European wild strawberry. It's supposed to be delicious, gourmet strawberries. I'm excited for that. And then here is my basil, dark opal basil I just popped in. So yeah, this is this gives you a nice range of flavors for summer. I think the strawberry and basil, I think that we might be able to do something with that. What do you think? All right, so let's go ahead and get these fertilized. All right, so let's go ahead and fertilize both of our bowls. Oops, shoot. Okay, so you want to make sure that you are pulling aside the straw before you put the fertilizer down to make sure that it actually makes contact with the soil. So I'm just scratching aside this straw, putting in fertilizer. And then you might notice on the calendula that there's a little bit of there's some aphids, and there's a little, maybe the start of aphids, and just some pest damage. Now, calendula does attract pests, which is great, but you may not like that, right? So if you don't like having this, if you think this is going to be detrimental, by all means take it out. For right now, I like it. I think it's working great, and I'm just going to spray it with some fungicide to make sure that I don't get any powdery mildew, because that's been a problem that I've had with the calendula in the past. Okay, so the same goes with the strawberry basket. Go ahead and just pull aside the mulch. And put your fertilizer down in there. Cover it back up. Pretty simple. And I'm just using like little handfuls. It's organic time release fertilizer, so it shouldn't burn the plants, and I know that they're not getting any other nutrition other than what I'm putting in. So you need to make sure, for best quality, to give everything some fertilizer, especially since the time release fertilizer, it does take a little bit of time to act. That's why the name time release fertilizer. But this is the first time I've used actual straw with my strawberries, and I really like it. I really, really like it. There's probably the reason why they call it strawberries, right? But it's really helps, the straw helps keep everything out, the berries out of the soil. So I think that'll help reduce like the problems with pill bugs when you plant them in the ground. So yeah, totally recommend using straw for strawberries. Okay, so last but not least, I'm going to water everything in, but instead of just using regular water, I'm going to water with my new gardening super secret weapon, and I'll show you what that is in a second. Okay, so this is worm leachings, worm juice. And I'm just gonna fill this up here. So I'm doing half worm leachings and half water. And the worm leachings really help with building those beneficial, the beneficial bacteria and that biome that really that plants really desire. So it's something. Oops, this is this is getting a little bit clogged here. My citrus has been blooming, so watering can's a little bit funky. But anyway, The worm leachings are really, really good fertilizer. And I've also heard it can help prevent some diseases if you get it on the foliage. So I'm going to get a lot of it actually on the foliage because, like I said, this calendula looked like it was having some problems. So I'm going to do that for both of these plants and get worm leachings on everything. Now, it seems kind of gross, maybe. You're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to have that on stuff I'm eating, and so maybe not do that before you eat it. I have plenty more basil, I have plenty more thyme, and I really don't mind if the strawberries are getting this on there because I'm just going to wash it off. Okay, so then just water everything thoroughly. And you can water with just regular water, but I'm using the worm leachings because I've really found that they really help my garden. All right. Winston, what are you doing? Are you waiting to get in for strawberries? Should I let you in? You gonna eat some strawberries? All right, spam some hearts for Buster, who's just introducing, and Winston. They are miniature schnauzers, and they're looking for strawberries. Should I pick a couple for you guys? That would be nice. Okay. All right, we got a couple nice, very nice strawberries. Okay. This one looks pretty good. Okay, guys. Okay, who wants a strawberry? Okay, sit. Winston, sit. Sit. Winston, sit. Good. Okay. Good boys. One for you. One for you. Oh, yummy. Everybody loves strawberries. Mmm. Alright guys, let's go enjoy our treat out there, okay? Come on, let's go here. Come on. This way.